morning and welcome to Radio Friends. This is Tuesday, April the 14th, and obviously our world has changed a little bit. It's actually a lot. I'm coming to you from my house with Radio Friends, and on the line we have two of our guests from Talking Hearts Productions coming from their house, Adam BRIETZKE and Kathleen Johnson. Good morning and welcome both of you.
Good morning, Paul.
Good morning.
Thanks for having us on.
Now, Talking Hearts Productions it has put your current show on hold or on hiatus for the time being, correct?
That's right. Yeah, we wanted to adhere to the city's guidelines and, of course, the stay-at-home order, which is in effect until April 24th. But we've got such a lovely production of Fun Home coming up that we didn't want to lose it entirely. So instead what we have done is we've moved the production dates back to open on May 15th. And so it'll run 3 weekends starting on May 15th, but that'll give our cast and production crew a little bit of extra time to rehearse, as well as make sure that our audiences get to see what is just a lovely musical.
Now, how are you doing the rehearsal for this show?
Well, that's a great question. So we actually had gotten in quite a few rehearsals before we shut down and kind of put things on hold. So that was good. We had gotten through almost all of our music. We have a wonderful baseline of talent in this production. So they were well on their way to having the show pretty close to being put up, and we were in the position where we were getting ready to finish blocking a few scenes and really working on character development. And so what we're doing, we actually have our first tele-rehearsal coming up this Thursday. Our cast is going to get back together again via the interwebs and do a full reading of the play, and we're going to be then breaking it out over the next few weeks to work with individual actors and small groups online, really working on delivery and character development and all of those things that you don't have to be in the same room to be thinking about.
So you're going to be doing this on the internet?
Absolutely.
That's got to be a challenge, but I understand why you're doing that. And I'm sure it will all come off wonderfully when you finally get to open. Now, you have a tentative date for May. If the orders to continue social distancing continues, you will simply move that date, correct?
That's right. Yeah, we're constantly watching everything that's happening in the city. We're watching any updates that may happen with this pandemic. And if we need to move it, we will find a new date for it. You know, it's hard to say for certain because there's just so much up in the air right now.
Exactly. And you know, you're not alone with this. Many other people dealing with the same thing. Adam and Kathleen, I thank you so much for visiting with us today. I wish you the best of luck, and hopefully we'll all be able to get back together again sometime soon this spring or summer. All right?
Yeah, we'd love to see everybody.
Thank you, and best of luck.
Talking Horse Facebook page for little snippets and videos.
All right. Best of luck to all of you at Talking Hearts Productions. Thanks for visiting with us today.
Thanks so much.
Thank you.
All right. Our next guest is Mark Palmer, and Mark is coming to us from his office at Woodhaven. Good to have you here, Mark.
It's good to be with you today, Paul.
Obviously, with the coronavirus pandemic gripping us all, things have changed a little bit over at Woodhaven. How are you handling this?
You know, I want to take this opportunity to say what a wonderful job the employees of Woodhaven have done to adapt and adjust to meet the needs of the over 120 individuals that we serve. We've adjusted a lot of different things, from our cleaning protocols to testing of staff when they come on and off of shift, to the different ways we pay the bills and making sure people have grocery money, to transportation, and actually doing a lot of teleconferencing and Zoom calls with individuals served and their family members, because we're not allowing folks to come into the homes. And so staff have been extremely creative. They've been extremely reliable. I've been very, very proud of what they've done to make a very difficult situation bearable. And each day we're coming up with new ways of doing things that are helping to, provide a high quality of life for those that have been entrusted with us, Paul.
There may be some people out there listening who are not aware of what Woodhaven is, and maybe they're new to our community. So explain, when we're talking about Woodhaven, what is it?
Absolutely. Woodhaven is a community-based organization where we provide supported living homes for individuals with developmental and intellectual disabilities. There's normally 3 people in a home, although we do have some people that live in apartments, and Woodhaven provides the support they need to live a high quality of life in Columbia and Boone County. And so each of the home is staffed upon the level of supports needed. So probably about 80% of our homes, Paul, are 24/7. We have someone there 365 days a year providing and meeting the needs of some of the most severely disabled folks in Columbia and Boone County. And so these are really caregivers. These are essential folks that are needed in our community to provide the supports in a safe environment, and really to help individuals reach the highest level of independence. Woodhaven serves folks for a lifetime. As you know, Paul, you've had many friends here at the organization, right, where we've served folks for 30, 40, and 50 years. And so we are definitely a part of the fabric of Columbia and Boone County. And, the families appreciate all the hard work that the direct support folks are doing and the frontline managers are doing on a daily basis to provide services.
Mark, we're just about out of time, but real quickly, how are the caregivers taking precautions for themselves?
Yeah, caregivers are taking precautions as outlined by the Centers for Disease Control, as well as our advice from our internal medical staff. We have nurses that work on, and so obviously we're dealing a lot, like everybody else, with limited protective gear. But we are utilizing those. Sanitation is a huge thing. We're also going to folks working longer shifts, so we don't have as many people coming in and out of the homes. And so
I appreciate what you're doing, and I'm sure that our community does too. If people want to help out or if they want more information, what's the website they can go to, Mark?
Go to woodhaventeam.org, and all the information will be there, as well as phone numbers if you want to talk to an individual.
Okay, woodhaventeam.org.
That is correct.
Mark Palmer, thank you so much for visiting with us today. We're out of time, but stay safe and stay healthy.
Thank you, Paul, and thank you to the Columbia Boone County community.
See you tomorrow on Radio Friends. Bye-bye.